remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
You got nothing with that. You got nothing. Joker, 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 Joker. Big 12, 12. Come. Check 31, check 31. 20. Hey, alert. Check 25. Check. 14, find it. Check. 36. Let's go double count right here. Double.
Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Yellow. Mike's 50. 57.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
Gun.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Alert. Check 56. Ricky. Slam. Shim. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Go.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the end. One fluff.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
24 is the mic.
Yeah, let's get 7.
12. One fluff.
Now it's Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 9. Kill. Good job right there.
No score.
Go, team. The pass. Tight end left. 3 down. Hey. One fluff. Check 24. Check. Lucky. Fair. Spot that. Kill. Go, 4 down.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson, and that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
19. Kill. Hey, 0. 3 days.
On third down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. Fourth down, they're going for it. They run for it with Carson, and he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
14. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is Carson. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
We got 3. We got 3. We got 3. Hey, 0. Gun.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On third down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking. Bang out. Bam. Check three. Watch the ship. 36 power. Watch the ship. Gun.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD, for Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better, but the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause. And
eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch twist. Under crunch. Hey, check my 33.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. 20. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill 48 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I got it. Switch it up right there. Come on, switch it. Out, 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 out. Check 43. Kill. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check. Turn left. Watch out.
To try again after the sack. Wilson forced out to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson, flush to his right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On third down, here's McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
40, 40, 40. Under 10, under 10, 10. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Look, smoke, God. Check 6, God.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety. I'll go special. I'll go special. Check 3, check 3.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
25, 25.
49, check 49, check 49.
Bang, bang. Alert, alert. Bang, bang.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Joker, Joker. Quick edge. Come. Hey, 0. You guys, listen. Oh, try. 25. Check.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 38 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Wow. 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McCoy, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 69 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
It's a very short kick. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Wilson escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And he's going to go down again.
Entering pause screen. Super. Entering. Attention pop-up. Your peer has conceded. Entering online hub screen. My leaderboard is selected. Enter. Rank 1.